Sports. It's in the game.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Second and 10. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll get it up near midfield or 49 before being taken down. You talk about this Jets defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
To the surprise of no one who's watched him flash his potential the last couple of years, Quinnen Williams broke out in 2022 with 12 sacks and first-team All-Pro honors. Expect more of the same going forward.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And his throw is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game,
did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. How about that? They weather the storm with a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Jets at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good, and they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Down the right sideline. Breece Hall, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away now from moving out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that, because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pick up a 15 yards there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Jets. First down.
On first down, right back to Hall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Oh, a heck of a move. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw here. Throw here's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
63.
They go play action with Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Paul again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man is Uzomah. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hall again on second down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A toss left side for Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A third quarter now, at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Running left, here's Patterson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete. It's Okuregbunam. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
What's not cool about the gain there on second down? That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try and run here with Swift. There he goes, left side. He may go. DeAndre Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Yeah, 7-yard return following a punt the 45 yards. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Rodgers now on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Milton Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. He juked him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Here's Hall again. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. They'll run with Hall. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. 155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Zuerlein now for the PAT. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Hurts. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case,
and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Out. 63.
Hurts will throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts. So we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place. So essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And a completion to Wilson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
A lot to talk about when it comes to Garrett Wilson, the reigning offensive rookie of the year. Last season, really embraced the wide receiver 1 role in New York, broke Keyshawn Johnson's rookie record for yards, and one of the brightest young stars at his position lives up to that by getting another Jets first down.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Paul on a give up the middle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force 1 more play before the 2-minute warning. Now 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Hall. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They run it with Hall off the option. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a Jets 1st down, and that should just about do it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. And they take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling. Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling. Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathed a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately. We all just got a heck of a show, party. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt from